I would explain it as a really great way to see a country as opposed to just superficial when you go on vacation.
And I thought this would be a great way to go and see a lot of enterprises in a short time frame on the ground and in a country that I hadn't seen before.
I would recommend this to anybody who has any interest in social entrepreneurship.
We think it's a very good way of getting to know a country. I mean, we love to do the tourist stuff in the countries we go to, but we figure we can just add that on. But as far as finding out what the issues are in a country, it's a wonderful introduction to it.
I mean, we must have seen about, 10, 11, 12 fellows. So you get this huge density of experience very quickly.
The fellows just couldn't have been more wonderful. Every one of them, took way more time. We just felt guilty about the amount of time that they were willing to spend with us.
We met in Mendoza with Dr. Abel Albino, who runs the malnutrition hospital out there. And he gave us this fantastic presentation about what he does in his work and his project. The first thing he said, actually, was, this is a man who has won, countless humanitarian awards, and he's been recognized all across the board as, I believe he's won Latin American Humanitarian of the Year, 2007 and so on. The thing he said to us right at the beginning was the most important award to him was the Ashoka Fellowship, which he received, I think, back in 1995 or 94 or thereabouts. And he said the reason for that, because at that point in time, he hadn't done anything at that point. He actually had barely started going. And yet, Bill and his team came along and recognized what he was doing and supported it. And that meant a lot to him. And, now you see what he's done. And he's now managed to get 20 centers across Latin America. And he's really going to scale. And he's really being, universally recognized for what he's doing. But at that time, he wasn't recognized. And I think it's important.
Detén el invierno. Ya fue mucho de este viento súper fuerte.
I think it was when we were at the school that taught the disabled people job skills and how to find a job, and they set up a question and answer session for us. And I got my undergrad degree only a year ago, just over a year ago, and so I was looking for a job and interviewing and all that, and they were asking questions, what was it like on the interviews? Were you nervous? What questions did they ask? So I could definitely relate to that, and how nervous they were and how badly they did want a job.
One of the differences here was that you're actually going out and visiting people. You're actually going out, to the hospital, to the, to the malnutrition center, or to the farm, and you're actually walking with them through what they do, meeting with their colleagues, and getting a very kind of direct view about what it is they're doing, and that's very important.
What is marvelous about so many of the Ashoka Fellows, maybe all of them, is how much they accomplish on how little money, and at least sometimes you can see that in the environments.
As an ASN member, what I can say is that it is incredibly gratifying to go out there and to meet these fellows, many of whom have been working for years. And the first thing they say is, and yes, Ashoka made a difference. We were right at the beginning of our project, and it was that funding and that support and recognition which made a huge difference at the beginning.
I'm so lucky that I was able to be a part of it and take away that experience and everything that I got to see, especially I'm only 23 and I feel like I got to see so much. So I feel very lucky to have been a part of it.
When you come back and you think about your life and how you contribute, and you just think, oh my God, all these people are doing such great things and dedicating their lives and this and what huge impacts they're making, and then you just kind of review your own life and think, what am I doing? How am I contributing to anything? And so it's an eye-opening experience. It truly is. It makes you completely a different person when you come back.
De nuestra vida.